Buddy, it's Mr. G, and we're talking about fake news and credible news and how to tell the difference between the two things. And we're doing a project today using Pixlr. We've been using other graphic design programs, and so today we're going to jump into Pixlr, and we're going to use the advanced version of this. So we're going to click on Pixlr E. By the way, if it's not working for you, I've been getting some people with an error that says something like not available. You have to go to your cookies, and you're going to have to search how to do this, but you're going to go to your cookies, delete your cookies, close Chrome, open it again, and then it will work. Anyway, I'm going to create a new image, and I'm going to make it a poster size. So I'm going to click on this just to get a starting size, but I'm going to make it 1080 by 1920. I'm going to make it taller, and I'm going to hit create. And it's going to open this poster size thing for me. And then you can zoom in and out with just the roller on your mouse. And you'll notice, just like many other programs, you have layers over here. If you don't have the layers, let's see what happens. I think you just click on this again and it opens your layers. This opens like your little different tools and things you can have over here. I really just like the layers. And let's just get into the basics here. One, we're going to start by filling in our background with a solid color. We're going to make it white like a poster or TV poster. Then we are going to divide this with a line. So we're going to use the line tool, which is under the shapes, sort of right here. We have all these different shapes you can choose from. We're going to use a line, and you can change the thickness of the line. So I'm going to just draw a line across here and see what I'm going to hold down. By the way, if you hold the Shift key, it will lock into a perfectly straight line. And I'm going to look at that. I like that to be a little bigger. See that? You can actually see the size. I like about this program is it has like a little sort of shows you there's the middle. It sort of locks in right there. And I'm going to hit enter or click off. And there we go. I've divided into two sides. Now, this is very similar to another project we did last year. But we're going to label two sides. We're going to label one side credible. Now you can have fun with the fonts. And then also, I want to show you something. I'm going to click off here. Notice it looks like it's invisible. The reason it looks invisible is because up here at the top, my fill color was white. So I got to change that to black. If you start with it being black, it'll make more sense to your brain probably. You can drag to make this bigger, and then you can use the arrows. And I'm going to stick this up at the top, credible. You can choose different fonts. You can kind of have fun with the fonts a little. There's some cool options. Some are paid. You see how it's got like this, but some are not paid, and you can choose. You can choose a different font. You can sort of have fun with the fonts. I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have fun. Credible. I don't like that one for credible. I like that for credible. Okay, I'm gonna get nice and big at the top, and I'm gonna lock it. See how it locks in right there? It's centered. Then I'm gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna do another text. I'm gonna put fake. I'm going to use a different font for fake because I think fake would have a different font. Also, why can't I see my text? Because it's not, I didn't choose the color. So I got to click on the text tool again and then select it. And you got to make sure your text is selected. Also, don't forget you have layers over here that are causing things to happen too. Okay, let's choose a new font. Let's go to, oh yeah, I like that for fake. And I might even do a different color. I might do a different color for that. Let's make it like fake is that color. Maybe real is credible's like a blue or a green maybe. Sure. Okay. So I've got my two major things that I'm going to have. There's lots you can do, by the way, with styles. You can add, you can curve it. You can add an arc if you want to see that. You can arc your text. You can warp it. Choose a warp style, and then there's a bunch of different things you can do. I don't know how they all work. I feel like I'm not doing it correctly. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Then you're going to add text and some images that would go along with what you're doing. And what I want to see is you're showing some examples of things that say that it is credible and things that show that it is fake. So I'm not going to put that for you. I wrote some things on our board. One credible fact would be if it has little or no bias. And then one way to tell if it's fake news is it has lots of bias. If it says an obvious bias towards something, where the author is obviously biased and not. It's like if you said, chocolate ice cream is clearly superior to vanilla ice cream, which might be true for you. You might love chocolate ice cream more than vanilla, but it doesn't. But having that bias where you have a strong feeling because you like chocolate more than you like vanilla, or vice versa, doesn't make it credible. It makes it your opinion. So that's what we're talking about today. Drawing is very similar. You have the drawing tools here. Oh, Control Z. By the way, you can hit Control Z to undo. You can also draw. I'm going to pick a new color. Maybe. Oh, let's try again. Let's click a new. Oh, yeah. This is where you got to add a new layer. So I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to move my face here. Sorry, I shouldn't have made my face so big. Down here, you have the plus sign to add a new layer. I can add an empty layer. And then on that layer, I can now start drawing if I wanted to. Maybe I want to draw some like borders, or like just have like fake incredible underlined. Actually, I'm going to undo that. I like that idea. I might do that. Oops, Control Y. Control Y is redo. I'm going to go back to my color. Oh, I need to make my layer again because I undid my layer. There's my layer. Now I can draw. Credible. Fake. And then I'm going to make a list of things that say, here's what is credible, here's what's fake. And then you can add an image or two that would go along with that. All right, I hope that helps. I hope that given you some tools, some basic things to use. As always, don't get tricked by fake news. Learn more about what makes credible news. The way we did that was we used a website called Finding Common Sense Media, and they have some really great lessons about how you can learn more about how to identify if it is fake news or not. All right, have a great day. Stay safe. Bye.